We're doing a podcast?
Yeah, brother.
We're in.
Yes,
It's
sure,
happening.
man.
Oh, you've still got your wristband on from yesterday evening. Well, we were talking about rugby just before we started recording.
Who was it that we were talking to the other day that thought that electric picnic, and she's like, oh, you went to electric blanket?
Yes, I can't remember who that was.
I think it was
Was it one of Jamali's mates?
It was one of Jamali's mates, and she said, yeah, you're all at electric blanket. And it's like, I suppose, yeah. She's like, you're all at hot water bottle, were you? Yeah.
Hot Water Bottle Comedy Club.
Hot water bottle comedy club. Yeah, is that what you were? Just everything she thinks of is
It's
to do with cozy night comforting. Yeah.
Go see Slipknot. Do you go see Slippers Knot?
Slippers Knot. Who's your favourite rapper? Cushion T, is it? Cushion T? You mean Pusha T? No, Cushion T. Cushion and tea.
Cup of tea.
Yeah. Cup of tea. Nice. I actually met her at your rugby game on Saturday.
You met Jamali?
Well, I met Jamali, obviously.
And Jamali's pal.
And Jamali's pal.
Yeah.
And then your cousins came down. So you had a big group of people
And
coming.
a little set of cheerleaders.
You love witnesses. You love a witness.
Why are you making it sound like I'm doing crimes?
You're doing crimes. He loves a witness. Well, you obviously you said to me to come, and it couldn't have went better for you that I came. You had a little showboat, and then
Showboat?
Yeah. Well, not really a showboat. I mean, it is. No, it's not. And do you know what?
Let's talk about the broad. So I've obviously been playing rugby again, and we've spoken about this a lot on the podcast. And I just said to you, like, oh, here, what are you doing on Saturday? Because we're playing in North London, so you might as well come along. I mean, count down to me announcing all my rugby matches on the podcast, so we have like an actual audience.
That'll be
pod fans.
Fucking sick. Now, you did say last week, you were like, oh, should I wear a scrum cap? And I said, no, you shouldn't. And you came out with your little coward cap on, and it was embarrassing.
I am getting abuse on the internet.
As you should be. I saw you come out, I was like, you're not in the fucking scrum, you weasel. What the hell?
Yes, I guess one has to refer to it as a head guard rather than a scrum cap.
It's just a little helmet. You're coming on wearing a little helmet.
Yeah.
Like a clown.
Yeah.
And I didn't see one tackle going in.
Well, that's because Dom was playing.
Whatever.
When Dom, our number 8, is playing, I am wrapped in cotton wool. I am protected from having to do anything.
I tell you.
But he wasn't there last week, and that's why I came back so battered and bruised last week.
Right, and now you've got your little helmet on. I tell you, every time you got the ball, hop potato, gone. Oh, throw it away. Yeah. Didn't want any of it. Didn't tackle anyone. Didn't. All this lad did was wear his little coward cap and throw the ball. Oh, no. You have it.
Give it to the big boys.
Give it to the big lads. I know, to be fair, it was actually very entertaining to watch. And obviously you had quite...
Rugby's a sport that's very good to watch live. I was speaking to somebody recently who was asking me, like, what my favourite sports are, and I said, well, to watch or to play. And they said, well, you know what, like whatever. And I said, well, I've played growing up basketball, Gaelic football, I played a tiny bit of hurling, played rugby, and I've played like soccer quite a lot.
Yeah.
And I would love your thoughts on what, like, in terms of best to watch. But then there's also a distinction of watching live versus watching on TV.
Yeah.
Because basketball on TV is a hateful thing.
Hateful?
I can't abide it.
Oh, really?
I can't watch basketball on TV because you don't get a sense of scale.
Yeah.
Whereas basketball live,
it's fucking sick.
They're flying.
Oh, it is, yeah. Even just being down watching it on basketball courts I used to play in Barcelona, but there was the standard was way above my pay grade. So sometimes I just watch and I wouldn't get involved. But even watching, they were fucking sick because little Spaniards are so fucking decent at basketball.
Ricky Rubio type fellas.
Oh yeah, 100%. They just when you play people that are really good, you're just absolutely at sea. But so I'd watch them. And it was genuinely very entertaining.
Oh, basketball live is really, really up there.
That's right. And then rugby, like watching rugby there on Saturday, is a lot of fun because lads are getting genuinely ploughed out of it. And there's
a bit of aggro.
There's a bit of aggro. And then there's just like this kind of like latent kind of sexual frustration that, because I know that you're not
Is that mostly coming from you?
Well, I had to sneak off for a quick little one, but it all got a bit much for me.
Why is Mike in the changing room?
I got a bit flustered and kind of a hysterical horniness
Too many
overcame
thighs
me.
kicking around.
Yeah, it was all a bit much rubbing together, and there was lads going. Rugh! I was like, good Lord, surely this is in broad daylight. So no, when I was watching it, there is this kind of thing which I don't think I've ever watched a rugby game live. I think that might be my first one, like a proper rugby game. So because like obviously I
something just clanked.
Something did just fucking clank.
What's going on? Is this a PlayStation 1 game?
Peter Stringer's under the
It'll
table.
be Ratchet next.
Get out, Stringer. He's always fucking hiding under tables in fucking North London, that cunt. Anyway, he is. I swear to God, I've been in restaurants, I've been all sorts, and I'm like, what? Is that Peter Stringer? And then he just scuttles out. I'm like, surely you should be doing something better with your time.
Your shoelaces again.
Yeah, but in retirement, all he does is hide under tables in North London. It's so weird. Now, I like Stringer and he did a lot for the country, but like fucking...
Well, he can't be a pundit. He can't see over the fucking desk.
He can't see over the desk, so he just keeps hiding under tables and then he'll steal little bits of bread and you're like, surely you made enough money.
I've had to buy 18 sets of shoelaces this year because Peter Stringer keeps
stealing your shoelaces. Can we just talk this straight to camera? Peter Stringer, lad... You're a national legend. You did great things with the Irish rugby team. You're a great little scrum half.
Grand Slam winner.
Granted, in today's game, you probably would have been a bit small. You were a little kind of, the wind would have blown you away. But, listen, just fucking spend time with your family. Fucking read a book.
Give me my shoelaces back.
Stop stealing fucking people's shoelaces in North London. Like every restaurant, every fucking train I'm on, you're either under the chair, I'm just sick of it. That's it. But, you know, like, and that's coming from someone who's saying live your best life.
Yes, this is only positive.
Like,
we think there's more to you than stealing shoelaces and bits of bread.
That's right. Fucking, I don't know, someone give him crayons, something, just let him draw stuff. Anyway, look at O'Gara. He's over in France. Fucking
Speaking French in the most horrific Cork accent you've ever heard. Je m'appelle Ronan.
Do you know Ronan O'Gara? Fucking... bonjour, like, you know.
Bonjour, boy.
Bonjour, boy. But anyway, so I was watching the rugby. Vito's on. Now, Vito has a particularly good game, apart from, you know, wearing his little coward cap, and you were, you know.
I was really debating the coward cap as you have
I told you.
Well, you said
the optics were terrible.
The optics were terrible. I went and bought it that morning.
Right.
That very morning. But it was just that I'd fucking... been booted in the head the week before.
You think that was going to save you from being booted in the head?
Well, exactly where I was booted in the head is exactly like covered by the head.
If I was
I was
playing,
like, okay, that'll solve that problem.
If I was playing, I'd boot you in the head because you had a coward cap. In the huddle with the other team,
it attracts boots.
100%. If I was in the huddle with the other team, I'm like, look, lads, I know we're trying to win the rugby game. I guess that's our main objective. Second objective, booting the lad with the coward cap in the head. That has to be our second biggest objective today, because we cannot let that stand. He's an out half. He's not even in the scrum. What's he doing?
But David Humphreys, Ulster legend, he
was a cowardly little prod, and we always saw him as that because of his little coward cap.
You can't judge rugby players for being Protestant, otherwise you're fucked. It's over.
Well,
I can't name one Catholic from the Irish rugby team.
Johnny Sexton, Ronan O'Gara, Peter Stringer. All Catholic. Sorry. Oops. Brian O'Driscoll. Yeah. You think they're fucking Ronan O'Gara from Cork? O'Gara.
I'd say
O'Driscoll.
O'Gara. I could say O'Gara. But I would have
Peter
thought...
O'Mahony.
I would have thought most... Stop shouting at me.
These are prods.
Stop
give me a fucking prick. I'll shout right in your fucking face. Don't give me that fucking shit.
But I would have thought, like, just because... I don't know. Maybe this is a sort of Nordy assumption that, like... Blackrock being a very like fee-paying school, like a private school, that would be more proddy.
No, that's the thing. They're actually just very proddy coded Catholics. So they're just like,
right.
So they're all just like Fiacrow, Shucknagon, and like fucking, you know, like they've all just like Fionano, Bregon. That's my name. Fucking like they're actually
right.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is like Googleable to find who's Catholic in the Irish rugby team, but
most of them like would have been. And Munster,
do you think so?
Munster is absolutely.
Maybe I'm too wrapped up in Ulster prejudice because none of those cunts are Catholic.
Of course they're not.
Because Catholic schools in the north truly don't play rugby.
Right.
Like, we tried and it didn't go well, but like...
No, I know, but like you have to understand, don't get me wrong, there are, of course, Protestants playing rugby in the South. You know, that's their main sport. But at the same time, the Irish rugby team historically has been absolutely fucking jam-packed with good, honest, God-fearing Catholics. Now, so I'm watching the game. Vito gets a try and a drop goal at the end of the game, I suppose, when it was already won. Is that fair to say?
The drop goal?
The try also, kind of, no?
The try, I think, really ticked us into like, right, this is completely out of reach for the other team. It was still within realms. The drop goal was just complete rudeness by me. That was rudeness.
The try, I watched it again there. It is cheating what you did.
What do you mean cheating?
It was cheating.
What do you mean cheating?
It was just, no one was looking. You had your little coward cap on. They couldn't really see you because you had your little camouflage cap. And then you just kind of ran in when no one was looking. And it's kind of like...
I ran around 3 fat guys.
You did run around the fat guy. By the way, good Lord. It's like fucking Meet the Clumps, this fucking rugby game. Mother of God. It's like the fucking naughty Professor 5. These cunts, the amount of fat fuckers, it's unbelievable. And you do think to yourself when you're watching it, you're like, thank God these fat lads have this.
It's an outlet. That's what I was always told about rugby. Rugby is a sport for everybody. Because there's like there's a position on the pitch where you'll be useful no matter what shape you are.
That's right. And there's
from Peter Stringer all the way up to Mike Ross.
Yes.
Big lumps of fellas and little under the table fellas.
But like, there's big lads who's just like, whoa, he's a big lad. And then there's just lads who's just like, whoa, you've eaten every single pie. You've eaten every one of them. There is, the nearest Greg's has been absolutely decimated because you went in earlier. I mean, just big. And then some of these lads, some of these fucking, you know, naughty professorish looking fuckers, they can move like little spiders. They're like, whoa. And I'm like, if that cunt ran at me, if that articulated lorry of a man fucking came out, I'd just be like, yeah, go on.
Can I tell you something?
I'm getting out of the way.
The big spongy boys are who you want to be tackling.
Are they?
You can put a hit in on the big spongy boys very comfortably.
That feels like love,
it's like running headfirst into the sofa. It's fine.
Right.
Absolutely grand.
So you're telling me,
but it's the bony bastards,
right?
If they catch you just with a rogue elbow or something, or you like,
fuckers.
If you hit if they've got protruding hip bones, that's sore.
Right,
your collarbone into their hip bone. That's no good.
So what you're telling me is those the big rotund kind of
listen, in terms of
ramblers.
weight, you may get like bounced off them, but it is a bouncing sensation rather than a crunch, you know?
Is there a trampoline-esque quality to them?
I would say bouncy castle.
You think these are kind of sentient bouncing castles?
Yes. Now I think we have covered this before that you say bouncing castle.
No. I would say bouncy.
You didn't there now.
No, I misspoke. And you know, every time I misspeak, I don't have to be I don't have to be brought to speaking class by you, okay? It is Bouncy Castle. I know that. I did say Bouncing Castle, and it felt jarring for me too. Okay?
Yeah.
And sometimes we just say, hey, he said that wrong, and we move on with the day and the episode.
But we got a good, 40 seconds out of that.
We did. Kill time. Money up. Check the bank balance. Money up. It's all money. Now, here's what I was going to say to you.
Yeah, so the hat I bought that day at Sports Direct.
Yes.
I also did some, do you know the way it's sort of...
Is it called a coward cap in the shop?
No.
Okay.
It's called a head guard or a scrum cap. But I think I have to call it a head guard.
The weasel helmet. Is it called a weasel helmet in the shop? I'm just wondering what they call it in the shop. Is it called a kite man cap? No? Is it called a pussy protector? No?
Chastity belt.
Chastity belt. You could know one wearing a scum crap is getting blown, surely. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I could see.
I can't leave scum crap alone.
Did I say scum crap? That's fair enough. You got to delve into scum crap. You got to let scum crap go. Isn't it mad? Sometimes you tell your brain to say something and it's just like, I can't.
No, I'm not doing that for you, I'm afraid.
I'm not getting that right for you today. So
just turns against you for a brief moment.
But I did see Jamali on the line, and when you came out in the cower cap, I could see.
No, she was buzzing about the whole thing.
No. She's telling you that she's a kind person. I could see part of her attraction. I just saw something die in her eyes, and I just thought, oh, that's sad. That's sad that's happened.
Yeah, no, but I think I would be less attractive with the sort of CTE symptoms. Where I kill
her Chris Benoit style.
Yeah.
Cripple her crossface, Jamali to death.
Yeah.
I suppose that would probably dampen things even worse than a scrum cap. Than a scum crap. Scum crap. That's great, actually. It is a scum crap.
A scum crap, yes.
It's crap for scum. It's crap that scum put on their head.
Crap that scum put on their head. But I don't want cauliflower ears. That's the real function of a scrum cap. It's not actually like the dunks on the head.
Is that an anti-vegetable stance? Is that more of a carnivorous?
No, I ate cauliflower 2 days ago.
Right.
I like cauliflower.
I like a bit of cauliflower.
Went for a nice Sunday roast at a pub.
Is it me or is it a truly tasteless vegetable?
That's why you need so much cheese and sauce.
And sauce on it.
Yeah.
But you are just eating kind of what seems like calcified water.
Cauliflower doesn't have much to it. There's more of a flavour to broccoli, I would say. You don't need as much accoutrements to broccoli.
Although last night, I will say this, and this I thought was quite cowardly. We were doing your off-the-cuff show.
At the 100 Club. Shout out to everybody who came out to watch.
Yeah, lovely crowd, and what I would say is quite an enabling crowd. And they enabled quite a lot of evil. And I did feel very guilty.
Racist.
Actually, oh yeah, just so much racism. And then, but like so many things are like, good Lord, but they were all, you know what I mean? And there was a lot of like, kind of like, you know, pansexual kind of half men and women and non-binaries and people, you know, who sell bracelets made of daffodils and stuff. So no one had a real job there. So you would have thought they wouldn't go along with this at all. But it seems the tide is turning and a kind of a deviance has set in.
But we've an evident niceness to us. This has always been the thing.
That's right.
We've been skating along the lines of appropriate behaviour for a very long time, but I think there's just something about us where you go, sure.
Yeah.
They don't know any better.
I think that's what we think because the only people we hear from most of the time are people who like us, but then you find out sometimes you talk to people and there's actors behind the scenes and in the shadows who are kind of like praying for
bad bastards,
praying for our demise. Yeah.
Well, yes, yeah. I've always known that about myself. I'm sorry if that has entered.
That's entered me now. There's people lighting candles. They're doing.
But
chants,
this is just when stuff goes well. People pray for your demise.
That's right. And there's women using their crystals for ill. You know, like they're grabbing.
That's all right. We've got Dan Taylor and Ed Knight using their crystals for good.
That's right. And
the
me.
Boys. Yeah,
and
you've got crystals. Did we talk about that at the Fringe that you were all spending hundreds of pounds on crystals?
Yeah, we did. We did cover it. And I do have a rose quartz in my bag at the minute. And before.
Can you put your air tag in your bag again? It'll be in your old bag. It's currently just at your house, but I need to know where you are.
That's funny because I heard the air tag like today, and I actually was just like, genuinely, I was like, where the fuck is it? Because I know it's not in my new bag. And then, just as you say that, I forgot I've put my old bag in storage, where it's just like, and when I say storage, it's just in my cupboard. But that's what I call storage. That's where I keep my stuff.
Like the phrase "I've put it in storage" implies that you sort of hired a storage unit somewhere.
Keep my old bag. Keep my old shit
in a warehouse.
But then I heard it this morning.
Yes.
Going off. I heard like, whoop.
Must be low battery.
And then I was like, oh, he's onto me. Like I felt Vito's onto me. You know what I mean? He knows where I am. Because when I hear that beeping, I always think that you've kind of alerted
like Harry Potter
with
and
your head.
Voldemort's nearby.
Yeah, but I always think that you've sent a signal with your big fat head that you've like that big fat scum crap head that you've
a fat signal.
You've sent it, yeah, fat signal. But that you're just like, where's Mike? And then beep, beep, then it boops. But so I have that. So yes, I will put it back in my bag if that would.
Maybe give it a little charge if that's okay.
I'll give it a little charge, put it back in my bag so you know where I'm at. But this is what happened last night. Now this you like. So I was on stage and we had a great old time. I think it was a really good show.
Coming soon to YouTube.
Yeah. We're
filming it all pretty like, and we're going to sell the footage. We're going to put it for free on YouTube, and it's going to be nice and good.
But so then I was on the way home and just out of the place, and I did one of the most violent tongue bites I've ever done. Like, I just didn't realize it. And it was...
Oh, there's very little worse.
And it was so painful. Like, and then my mouth just filled with blood. Like, I absolutely fucking fanged my tongue. Like, just fanged it. And it was just like, and there was blood kind of spurting out. And I was like, and my mouth full of blood. And I thought...
You're complete fanged it?
Yeah, just fanged it. Fanged right into it, like real fucking python stuff.
And proper blood, not just like, you know, when you bite your tongue and it tastes like blood for some reason, but there's no blood.
Fucking rivers of blood. This was fucking biblical. Yeah, this is like something Moses would have fucking conjured up. Rivers of blood. And so it was like the Red Sea in my mouth. So, and my mouth was just full of blood and I'd bitten it. And I was like, little tears were coming down my eyes. I was like, oh no. It was so painful. And then I thought, it was just instant karma. It was instant biblical karma for the rotten things I just said on stage. And I was getting my comeuppance immediately from the universe.
But no, it might not even be from the universe, because it's, let's not forget, it's you. If you've been hit by a bus, I would appreciate it might be the universe, but you bit your own tongue. But that's what I'm saying.
It's
from your own guilt and shame.
The universe was acting through me to
maybe just you.
Maybe
you felt the shame.
You think it was a self-flagellation?
I think so. You're like Dobby, the house elf.
Oh, it was a Catholic self kind of mutilation. Yes. Yeah. I am a sinner. I am scum. I am worthless. I deserve to suffer. And then anyway, I had I was like tears going down my eyes. And I had so recently before been little jacket of walk up on stage, fucking swanning around, dabbing, throwing the mic on the ground, shaking my arse.
How many mic drops at the show?
I think I did 6 or 7, and I don't think I really deserved one of them. But I was just having such a great time, throwing the mic, destroying the equipment of the venue.
Yes.
And then just swanning around. And I was being encouraged. I was being encouraged by the crowd. That's my problem. The crowds really need to just not encourage me, and then that'll teach me a lesson. But so I was swanning around and I was cock a walk, and I was like doing little accents on the stage, a lot of them inappropriate, but people were like, yeah. And then I was so cocky and, oh, look at me, I'm a great. And then literally not but fucking 5 minutes after leaving, tears rolling down my eyes, my mouth full of blood, gargling. And I thought, isn't this cosmic justice for like pride cometh before the fall. That's what they say. And wasn't I proud up there and everything? And wasn't I just fucking meters from my own fucking...
Your hubris.
Yes, exactly. And then I was on the way back, and then I came across this kind of decadent cake shop. And I was in such a little...
Is this one of these late night Muslim cake shops?
Yes! Have you seen these? I didn't know about these.
It's because they don't booze. They eat cakes late at night.
These fuckers are in there.
It's one of the pillars of Islam, is eating cakes late at night.
Brother, I didn't know about this. So I came across this little Muslim cake shop, and I just see all...
It's also like a Ramadan thing, because they break the fast after sunset.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, so they can eat late night cakes.
So these fuckers are in there just fucking huffing cake. I was like, it's like 10:30. I was like, what in God's name is going on here? This, like,
not God, Allah, surely.
Like, there's no one on the street. Like, the place is quiet. It's London on a fucking Monday night. And this place, this little cake shop, is bopping with Mohammeds and Ahmeds are just stuffing fucking carrot cake down their gullet.
There's 2 spooky places when it's nighttime in London where you're walking up a street, and it's to have people in them, and it's those cake shops and like barber shops.
Yeah.
Where at 11 p.m. somebody's getting a haircut, and you're like,
yeah.
How do you swing this?
These fuckers these are just night crawlers, brother.
What the fuck?
These guys are, God knows.
Every single one of my haircuts has been in the daytime.
Yeah. It's fucking, there's...
Apart from one time when I was young, I was very weird about my hair for a very long time.
Yeah.
Like, it was like shoulder length hair when I was probably 9 or 10 years old. And I always hated getting it cut. Didn't want to get it cut. Just wanted to let it grow. Sort of just, if I'm honest, I didn't like people touching my head.
You didn't? Thank God that's changed. Boop. No, sorry.
And but then my mum took me around to my friend Niall's mum, who was a barber. Or she was more of a hairdresser, really, but she cut my hair in the evening time in her garage. I think I cried about it. I would cry at like every haircut.
You would?
Yeah, I think just because people were touching my head.
Do you think that was also maybe you had taken the biblical story of Samson to heart?
Perhaps, because we talk about Samson pretty early on in Belfast, because that's the name of one of the cranes.
Right.
The Harland and Wolff cranes, Samson and Goliath.
that you've named the cranes in Belfast.
Yeah.
Things have gone bad when you've named the cranes.
They built the Titanic.
What? Samson, you've named the cranes that built the Titanic.
Did you not know this?
What a fucking...
You know the big yellow cranes in Belfast? It's a H&W on them.
Yeah.
Harland and Wolff.
It is, you have to admit now, listen, I'm all for, it is quite like a deranged, it's like when fucking Tom Hanks names a football to be friends with because of the loneliness. There must have been some kind of mental breakdown where the whole city was like, we were starting to name the vehicles. No? This is my friend Samson.
I don't know the definite answer to this, but what is your tractor called on the farm?
We don't. I haven't. You think that I'd have named the tractor? I haven't. We haven't named the tractor.
You don't name the tractor?
No, brother.
I thought I had you boxed into a corner.
You did, and you didn't, and you really didn't. I think my father might, like in quiet moments, be like, "Oh, easy now, easy, Sheila," rubbing it. Do you know that kind of thing?
Do you think the tractor's a lady? Because the cranes are boys, big boys.
They're big, strong men.
Goliath being a giant and Samson being strong until he got a haircut.
And I suppose crane is quite phallic, is it? In a way.
Not those cranes. Those cranes have legs on both sides.
Ah, right. I hear what you're saying. But you know what I mean? The fucking outward shaft.
But there's no outward shaft.
There's no outward shaft.
There's no outward shaft on Samson or Goliath.
Is it even a crane then?
They must be cranes.
Or is it just a big fuck off piece of steel?
Although I guess cranes are named after the bird, which would be the long neck extending.
Huh?
So if it doesn't have a crane.
Nah, this is blowing my mind. So cranes, I've always known a crane as a crane. I didn't think it was named after anything. So you're telling me these big fucking things that build everything, they're named after a bird?
Gotta be. Can we get a picture of a crane, the bird?
Fucking get on it, Cromlong. Did I call him Cromlong? Cromlong?
What's going on with you?
I don't know.
Have you been kicked in the head?
Lad, my brain is just, sometimes it's just not, it's not.
Was your brain in your tongue?
I think I might have got brain damage through the biting of my tongue. Oh, yeah.
That's why they're called a crane.
Right.
Because they look like that.
Fuck.
Then surely Harland and Wolff being sort of park benchish, wouldn't count as a crane.
Right.
What would you? I don't know what you would call it. I think it might still be a crane.
Just call it a crane, brother. Now, you were cutting your hair,
Samson,
and you would cut, and you would
when it got cut, you would cry every time.
Much like me with the biting of the tongue, you would cry because you felt you were losing.
Have a complete meltdown.
You were losing your powers of
potentially, very potentially, or it was undiagnosed autism.
Right.
It's like anytime I remember anything from my childhood, it just feels like I should send it to the autism specialist.
Is that because a haircut's like a dramatic change, and you?
I think that, and also someone's touching my head.
And someone's touching your head.
I didn't like it.
But do you like now? Like if Jamali, like if she gave you a little fucking dome massage, if she got her hands
on odd occasions,
right?
I don't mind. Head scratching.
If you've been like sedated or something.
No, I don't know what it is. I think I maybe have to be very, very tired or like in a certain mood, but it's quite rare. But maybe twice a month I like my head being scratched.
Your head being fucking right. Because I'm thinking like you'd have to like drug you, and I still might do that.
Like Mr. T getting on a helicopter?
Yeah, I'll just drug you, and then that's when I can do all my...
But I'm okay getting haircuts now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get them probably monthly now, which is the most regular I've ever been with haircuts.
Yeah, well, that's when you know that you've become like an intentional kind of like, I'm going to be a sexy boy kind of thing.
Stylist. My haircut.
Stylist and regular haircut. Mustache. Stylist. You have a fucking stylist, don't you?
You're saying that funny.
What?
You're saying stylist.
Stylist. A style. How the fuck do you say it?
Just tip off the L. Stylist.
There
we go.
Right, fuck, what the fuck? I'll fucking put up with scum crap, but I fucking nailed stylist there, and you're just fucking, you're being a little fucking negative Nancy. Now, yeah, what I'm saying is if you're getting it every month, like that thing where it's like, that's when you're just being like, okay,
It's not about being sexy.
It is about being sexy.
About, having a nice time.
You're trying to be sexy, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You're in show business. Just admit it. You have a stylist, you're getting a haircut and a mullet, you have your little mustache, your earring. you're trying to be good looking, and you are good looking, that's fine, but just admit it to the people and stop this denial. That's okay.
But the way you're saying it, it doesn't feel like it's an okay thing to do.
Of course it's okay. Everyone wants to look good. You're a good looking young guy. You want to look good and be young and full of cum and sexy and women to be flicking the bead. So what? What of it? Look in the camera and own it. And say, cool.
I'd like to look good.
Yeah.
That's why I get haircuts regularly.
And you're in the gym and you lost all the weight and you're stylist and everything. Come on. You want to be young, fucking dumb and full of cum. You want the women to be fucking gyrating on the fucking side of pavements. Angelone. You fucking slippery Belfast bollocks here. Come on.
I think I just want my girlfriend to fancy me.
Get out of town. Come on. Come on.
And I'd like to look good sort of aesthetically just for me.
She fancies you anyway.
Yeah, we got together when I was chubby.
I tell you, anytime
an old clip, anytime we post an old clip of the podcast,
so fat.
It's crazy.
You're such a fat little tub of lard. And I can't believe how far you've come. I think, by God, I can't even believe I stomached podcasting with you. Because I was looking over at you, honestly, and I was like, how did I even put up with that?
Yeah.
Because
the state of him. The state of me.
Fucking, you were a little eyesore. You were.
Yeah.
No, I look at it, you know what? And I see, I actually see an innocence lost now, because I see that little triple-chinned...
wow.
That little triple chin man doing his best, having fun, and now what I see is an overly self-conscious wreck, a man clinging on to.
Surely not triple chin,
huh? No,
double maybe.
No. You weren't fat. It's all a ruse, but like you were a bit, you know.
2 chins.
You're a bit doughier, but I look back, there's some episodes and, there's a few fucking, pounds around the head of Mike. But I just think, the thing is, if I was in a relationship like you, I would go to absolute hell in a handbasket. I've like any pictures of me with my ex, I look absolutely terrible. I just don't I haven't had a haircut in weeks. My fucking beard is just clumpy and fucking everywhere. You know what I mean? I just look fucking...
Do you trim your own beard or do you get it done at the bar? Like, what's your regime for your beard?
They won't down at Idris Barbers. They won't fucking... That's not part of their whole thing. Do you know what I mean? They don't do beards, really.
We both get haircuts at the same place, Idris Barbering Company. Thank you for...
It's fucking sick.
But we get different barbers to cut our hair.
Jacob Hawley...
We've picked our side.
Yeah.
I'm Team Tino. Shout out to Tino.
I think it's Tino, no?
Nope.
Okay, and I'm Team Kane. But also, I've had Tino cut my hair, and do you know what? He is very nimble with the clippers and the razor. I'm a fan of his as a hairstress, but I will say that what are you sneering at now? Is hairstress not right? They're hairstresses. Okay, what is it then? What is it then if they're not hairstress?
Are you using that on seamstress?
What? Yes, so a seamstress makes dresses, a hairstress makes hair. Makes hair nice. Makes hair proper. No?
But surely seamster would be the male one, so maybe he's a hairster?
Maybe they're hairsters then. But I don't want to be... I think both Tino and Kane have quite feminine qualities. So I'm kind of trying to lean into that. They are, cutting hair after all, which is a dun
gay thing to do.
Woman's job, yes. And fair play to them, taking jobs from women, brilliant. Now, taking jobs from Muslim women, brilliant.
When have you ever had your hair cut by a Muslim woman?
Me? Well, this is what I'm saying. Their jobs have all been robbed. I've been looking for them, but no one will hire a Muslim woman to cut hair. And what's that about? Think about it. Why? Why have I never had my hair cut by a beautiful Muslim woman?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I would like you to try and find somewhere where you can get your hair cut by a Muslim woman.
I tell you, I'd never leave. Because I trust them.
Implicitly?
Yeah, because they have like fucking... Do you know what I mean? Because they're like, well, if I get this wrong, he's going to fucking...
They're nifty Muslim women.
Hit me a puck. Huh?
Did you say he?
No, I said...
Oh, you're going to hit them?
I think a
You
Muslim...
think a Muslim woman would live in fear of being hit?
Well... No, not all. I know. I'm sorry I went down this road. I'm sorry I started this riff. That is not really what I think.
Some of them in extremely regressive, conservative Muslim households will be subject to abuse.
Yeah.
Same for extremely regressive, conservative Christian households.
Right. Yeah.
It's very important to say that.
And gay people too.
No, gay people don't hit each other.
I don't know if they do. Or if they do, it's fun.
It's nice.
It's like, that's part of it.
That's just boys having fun.
It's like, it's cum hitting.
It's cum hitting.
It's hitting for cum. It's just knocking the cum out of each other. Sometimes you have to knock the cum out of a fella.
Yes.
And I think that's part of their kind of, their whole...
allure.
Their allure, yeah. But let me tell you about this Muslim cake.
We're back to Muslims.
No, because the Muslim cake shop. Because after I bit my
the late
tongue...
night Muslim cake shop.
After I bit my tongue...
Which is a great name for like a sketch show.
Yeah. Late night Muslim cake shop. Live. This Friday, 9 p.m. on Channel 4. Late night Muslim cake shop.
Every night at the Edinburgh Fringe except the 12th.
Yeah.
7:45, Counting House, Just the Tonic.
Yeah.
Late night Muslim cake shop.
Late night Muslim cake shop. You like Muslims? You like cake? Get your ass down here. £7. Come on.
Or pay what you want on the door.
And a Muslim woman will cut your hair at the end. And if she don't get it right, you can hit her. This is them. This is not me. This is the characters. I express characters through art to represent the society we live in.
We must represent flawed characters.
And we must realise that. I said some things last night that were not good, but they were in character.
Exactly.
If you watch a movie and someone's being racist, you don't say,
Leonardo DiCaprio was very racist in that Django film.
No, you don't. You say, what an actor. But why does no one say that about me?
And what a proud businessman.
Yes, businessman. Yeah, proud businessman and actor. I did see DiCaprio the other day in an interview. Huh?
On the street.
I saw him in Greg's, and he
looks like a Gregsy boy. He's got to be the most doughy A-list celebrity in terms of men.
I think...
Actor. Like, obviously you've got like DJ Khaled, who's probably close to A-list and is a big fat mess.
Yeah.
But like
Khaled, a lot of your fucking people playing on your rugby team were very DJ Khaled-esque. I was just waiting for him to shout out, "We the best music," after like a try. And another one. DJ Khaled. One of that cunt who got...
DJ Khaled!
That fucker that got sent off for you.
Aiden, the captain / coach?
Is he the captain / coach? The guy who got sent off?
Which was a disgrace.
No, it was a nasty hit.
It wasn't a high tackle. It wasn't a high tackle. The Frenchman who was refereeing had it all wrong.
It was saucy as hell, that tackle. Wrong. You know that.
No, it wasn't. He caught him there. He blindsided him. It was a nasty sort of Courtney Laws-esque hit.
Yeah.
Where the guy didn't see it coming and he absolutely cut him in half. But crucially cut him in half below the shoulder.
Okay, fair enough.
The referee said direct contact to the neck, which is crazy, having watched the footage back.
You know the rules, but all I'll say is about that guy, who is your manager, he does seem a bit unhinged and deranged, and I wouldn't like to meet him in general society. I feel like he would find it hard not to be always playing rugby. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Like if I was
they're like the softest bunch of lads off the pitch.
Huh?
They're lovely boys. They're all lovely boys.
Oh, tell it to the judge. They're rapists. Tell it to the judge. Who are you trying to convince? I know what they get up to.
Oh, no.
I know what the rugby lads get up to. Yeah, I'm sorry if they listen, but someone had to say it.
So many.
We were all thinking it, watching from the sidelines. We're like, oh, here's a great... Isn't it great that rapists can have fun together? Terrible. Awful to see. No, that's what we thought. Oh, two bands of rapists have got together to see who can run a ball over the line before they go do what they're going to do on a Saturday night. Sorry about that. Anyway. Do they listen to the pod?
Yeah.
Do they?
A good few of them do.
Do they really?
I think Dom does.
Right.
Shout out to Dom.
Well, I've not named any names, but I suppose... Sorry, lads, but maybe stop... raping people if you don't want people to say that. listen, I've said the R word too many times and I feel bad, and I will almost certainly bite my tongue in the near future. But what was I going to say? That
Muslim cake shop.
I was in the Muslim.
Well, and then we were saying you saw DiCaprio.
DiCaprio,
who's the doughiest A-list actor.
He just looks.
There's nobody doughier.
He just looks wrecked, doesn't he? DiCaprio, like in the best way possible. It's like, oh, you don't look like you've had any work done. You've got a neck on you like a turkey. You've still got the best looking girlfriend on planet Earth. You're rattling around.
Is she 26? Is this the one that's made it?
She's after getting 26. She's after getting a bit haggard, and she's kind of fit for the scrapyard, but he's holding on to her, it seems. But he's finally getting to that point, I think, where he's just like, right, I am getting a bit wrecked. He's a man who loves a cheeseburger. He loves an old fucking a bourbon, a cigar. Doesn't love to lift a weight or do a bit of running. He basically just kind of shags, eats food, and then Scorsese calls him up. He's like, do you want to, pretend to be a fucking a racist in, against Native Americans? He's like, I would love to do that.
Sounds good to me, brother.
Yeah, fucking Killers of the Flower Moon does that. His new movie is coming out, Paul Thomas Anderson. All the best directors in the world work with this fucker. He's getting no work done, which is great because he looks like a fucking human being. He doesn't look fucking mental like Travolta or David Schwimmer, who have just kind of made their fucking...
Schwimmer looks nuts.
Schwimmer looks fucking crazy.
Yeah, very, very mad.
And it is a very Ross thing to do, I feel, as well. It's very
yes, he had that sort of fake tan thing that he did, and he had the leather trousers that he struggled with. Yeah, that is a very Ross thing to do.
Very Ross thing to do. But poor old Leo, well, not actually poor old Leo, good for Leo. He's 50 and he looks fucking 50. He wouldn't look a million.
He probably looks 45. You know what I mean? He looks a bit younger than he is because he hasn't really had to work very hard in his whole life. But
right.
He looks probably decent for 50.
He fought a fucking bear. Did you not see?
In the movie, yeah.
In the movie.
Yeah.
He did his own stunts for that.
But I don't think the bear was real.
Was the bear not real?
He fought a man in a green suit covered in white dots, probably.
Was that Daniel Day-Lewis?
Yes, it was Daniel Day-Lewis who had spent 2 years being a bear in Italy.
He is so good. But anyway, this Muslim cake shop. So I go in there and there's this...
what did you see Leonardo DiCaprio in?
Oh, he's just doing an interview for his new movie, with Paul Thomas Anderson movie, who's like maybe my favourite director ever. And... he was just doing a little interview for them.
Oh, I listened to an interview with John C. Reilly, who was talking about Paul Thomas Anderson and said he's very good.
They would have done Boogie Nights together and Magnolia, and John C. Reilly's unbelievable in both of them. John C. Reilly is fucking sick.
The Good One podcast, I've been absolutely binging the Good One podcast made by Vulture, that magazine / website in America. They talk about like culture and a lot of comedy stuff actually. This guy Jesse David Fox, who just interviews comedians about, so they play a segment of their stand-up and then they talk about how they wrote it, and it is right up my street.
Is it decent?
Real nerdy inside baseball stuff, but it's so great.
Yeah.
So great. Very good. John C. Reilly is the most recent one.
Okay, maybe we'll do one Patreon episode where I play pieces of your stand-up and then have you
tell me where I went wrong.
Tell you how you came up with it, and then as you're talking I just go and then I just die of boredom. Would that be good for the Patreons?
Yes, that would be great for the Patreon, I think. Sort of watch along. Wouldn't that be fun? Can we do like a green screen director's commentary of our own specials where we both watch?
Yeah.
Like when like on DVD bonus features where it's just like the director sat there like chatting about something.
And what I've done here is I've decided
to like basically not mic the audience at all in this first one at Whelan's. And just a lamp on stage. Why is that? Because it was there anyway. And so I just decided to have it there.
What you'll see, what I've done here in my second film is now we're halfway through and you think I couldn't possibly scream pedo again. And that's how I subvert the expectation. And yes, once again, I do scream pedo. And it was...
And we have to remember, as filmmakers, we are painters.
Yes.
And it's all about colour schemes. And as you'll notice, as I become more deranged, my shirt entirely changes colour.
It changes colour, much like a peacock coming into a new season. Yet I am still the same person. As you'll see, I am still screaming pedo. I haven't relented in that. And
some things never change.
You will see here a joke doesn't quite work. So what I do is I start to assault a member of the audience by rubbing their hair without consent and their belly. And that gets laughed despite the fact that the joke didn't. And then once again, I'm back to my old favorite, screaming pedo once again. And that, my friends, is cinema. It is cinema. Are we filmmakers?
We're on Letterboxed. As we've discussed, our specials are both on Letterboxd and people review them. And it's actually the nicest. I've spoken about this before. It's the nicest place to get reviews because you can look at other things that they've reviewed and you can disregard their opinion. I got the whole wrong idea about someone described Letterboxd to me, and they're like, "Oh, movie reviews," and I started writing movie reviews on paper and then shoving up women's boxes. I'm so sorry that I said that, but apparently I got it wrong. Why wouldn't you, in the context of that riff, just say posting it in people's letterboxes? Because that's not what I did. I wish I had done something more sanitized and more acceptable for you to hear. But I was putting movie reviews up several different women's vaginas. And they were like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Are you not on Letterboxd?" That's a review of The Matrix. 4 stars. But then I would check online to see if it had uploaded, but nothing ever came up. So you're in this Muslim cake shop. I'm sorry. Even I think at times in this episode, I'm like, this is not right. You're on one. We're in a new season. It's a new school year. It's a new school year. So, but anyway, there's a big kind of like fat Muslim maitre d'. Yeah. Is that what would you call them? Yeah, sure. Kind of DJ. I think it was DJ Khaled working in this shop. No, but there was a bit. But he was like very. It was like seating, like was table for one place. Yes, there is seating, and then there's loads of there's Muslim dates going on. There's like Muslim big groups of Muslim brothers just getting cake and stuff. The Muslim Brotherhood. Yes. Okay. Yeah, and they were kind of sitting around, and but. In this big, and I think the maitre d' of a cake shop should always be fat. Yes, because then, because you know that they know what cakes are like. Well, that's exactly right. I mean, it's like if you're in a bar, the bartenders should be shit-faced. At all times. At all times. At all times. If I go into a bar and the bartender is not drunk, I'm just like, well, you obviously don't think that much of your own booze, do you? Come on. Get real. Come on. So I go in anyway, big, and then it was like kind of Willy Wonka's. He was like, "What?" He's like, "What cake can I get for you?" And then he brought me over, and there's just this decadent cakes. Have you got cake in there? No, I don't think they look that tasty, but I could be proven wrong. Lad, I'm not joking you. And this is not hyperbole, and I know I've been so nasty this episode, and I've just been talking out my arse, and I've been cruel. But this was the nicest slice of cake. He's like, I think for you, he's like, the milk cake. And I was like, you couldn't be more on the money. French Muslim. They exist, brother. I believe there's a lot of them. A lot of them play for the national football team. Yeah. He's like, for you, the milk cake. And I was like, did someone tell you? That's racism. But to know. You've walked in as the only white man in the room and he's gone, milk cake for this cunt. No chocolate for you, Black my friend. Person comes in, the brownie cake. I think you will like. But he gives me the milk cake. And there's a Willy Wonka-esque kind of quality to him, like that. He's just kind of, an all-knowing fucking cake man. And then he's just like, the milk cake for you. And I was like, oh yeah. And I'm a dairy farmer. I mean, he couldn't have spotted. So did you ask for a suggestion? Yes. Oh, you said, what would you recommend? Yes. I thought he was just like assigning cakes to people as they arrive. If you find a big fat Muslim cake man, you don't decide what cake you're going to get. Right? DJ Khaled decides. That's right. DJ Khaled, what's the next tune going to be? I'll leave that to you, DJ Khaled. Yeah. I think you might have an idea. Let him cook. Right? We the best music, we the best cake. I think he was nearly going to say, we the best cake. So, anyway, the milk cake, lad, I sat down, I'm eating this bit. There's cream on top, also like fresh cream, and then a little whipped cream on top of that. It's so moist. I mean, this is like, never since I was shoving movie reviews up different women's,
vaginal canals have I experienced this level of moistness. So I'm eating the cake, best cake I've ever eaten. And then he kept like coming back to me, and he's like, how is the cake is good? And I was like, it's amazing. He's like, you will be back? I was like, yeah, I will be back. And he's like, you will bring friends? I was like, yeah, I'll bring friends back to the shop.
Are you a Muslim now?
I've joined the Nation of Islam. And I didn't want to come out in this way to you, but yes, I am now. I've got some projects for the next few months.
Okay, what's the plan?
I can't speak of them.
Right.
You'll know when they happen. They'll be on the news. But I think I am. I think I am. If I was going to go down the religious route at this point, I think it would be Muslim.
Right. And is it just like cake based, like Islam, or what's the?
I think it's mainly for me. It's about the cakes.
Right.
It's mainly about the cakes.
You can do like the London fridge attacks.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of cake-based political action, and I just think. But in general, I think if I was going to go religious, I just think they're the ones who seem to me like being a Christian now. Like, especially looking at like the stuff online, the American Christians, and I've been watching a lot of Charlie Kirk recently. Since
what you have to remember is that they are Protestants for the most part.
Right.
J.D. Vance is a Catholic. Supposedly.
He must be.
But he's a converted Catholic, and they're the weirdest cunts ever.
They're so weird.
Like, new Catholics, go away.
How would you have heard what
the whole point,
we've been up to?
The whole point of Catholicism is that you don't practice it.
Right. That's the best part of it. It's the best part of being a Catholic. You don't have to do anything ever.
You are that.
You just are that.
You feel bad about stuff.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
And then when you really need something, you drop a little prayer in there.
Right.
And
bad turbulence, you're like, fucking
we're
Jeezy.
good at funerals, we're good at weddings.
Yeah.
Good at Christmas. That's it.
Yeah.
All these converts coming in going, oh, well, it says you have to do this. Why have you read that?
Yeah.
Why on earth are you reading the Bible?
Yeah.
You're a Catholic.
That's right.
We don't do that.
But also think about converting to Catholicism in the last 20 years. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like after you heard about all the things we've been doing.
It's like recent Michael Jackson impersonators. What are you doing, brother?
What the hell are you up to, brother? Brother!
Can't be doing that.
Holy God.
Like, if you're auditioning to play Michael Jackson in that musical about Michael Jackson called Michael Jackson, maybe it's called Thriller.
Yeah.
Like,
I think the Wacko Jacko stuff is kind of crazy at this point, because it feels like...
that's one of the biggest musicals in the West End.
I mean, I believe it.
I think they're making it into a film.
They're going to make it into a film.
I think they're doing a biopic of Michael Jackson.
Fuck.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
But they're just going to, like, surely it'll just be, well, we're fucking...
But I think it's, like, signed off by his estate, so I don't think it'll mention any of the pedo stuff.
Of course it won't mention any of that stuff. It's not going to be, like, a Spotlight-esque delving into his... It's going to be, like, the hits.
Yeah.
And we'll have to go see it.
And his funky shoes and him leaning really far.
Who did I see doing a bit the other day? That was so funny. I don't know why it was the tone of it, but they were like that. Their mother had told them about the Robbie Williams movie, and that Robbie Williams is being played by a monkey, and she's like, and Robbie's being played by a monkey is playing Robbie Williams, and they were just like. They just genuinely thought their mother was having just...
Yeah, if you didn't know and your mum told you, you'd be like, oh my God, dementia has set in.
She thinks there's a Robbie Williams movie and there's a monkey playing Robbie Williams.
God, I thought we had a bit more time with her before she completely lost her marbles. But these things happen. You just had a really nice slice of cake and now you're a Muslim?
And now I'm a Muslim.
That's so good for you.
It is.
What's your Muslim name? What's your Muslim name?
Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Or maybe
pilau rice.
That's fucking nice.
That would be more Hindu, really, but it's in there somewhere.
Come on.
It's in there somewhere. You got to give me it.
Although I did have like a bad, like I went, this is not, I guess it was last Wednesday, I went for a hot pot. Have you had one of these?
Is that like a stew of sorts?
I guess it's just kind of like a ramen, but like they're fucking, you know, they're really going for
an
it.
Asian hot pot rather than like, because there's like a Lancashire hot pot, which I think is just stew in a little pot.
And that I think I would have really got on board with. And what happened was, and this is, to be fair, this was a sign of my own, I suppose, misogyny in a way, which I'm ashamed to say, but I came into the hot pot shop and there was a little woman with a certain hot pot and she was eating it and it was like kind of beef and stuff and she was really just fucking chowing down.
This is classic Mike Rice behaviour. What's someone else having?
Yeah.
I'll have that.
Yeah. So I went in.
I have never been out for food with you where you haven't just gone, another one of them, to somebody at the table.
Aha. Yeah.
Because then it's not your fault.
It's not even about fault. It's about, the truth is, I'll eat anything. And it doesn't really matter. And I like everything. I've been blessed, as I've said before, with an incredibly forgiving palate. I can eat.
That's because you've eaten your own tongue.
And that I found, even in and of itself, even when I was crying, I was like, not the worst tasting thing. But, so I could have, as I've said before, I could have a bowl of Weetabix and I'd be like, that's fucking good. And then I could have a T-bone steak. I'd be like, that's also good. Those are both good. Who knows which, you know what I mean? So I just kind of like everything. So it makes it easy. So if you get like a chicken burger, it's like, yeah, well, I like a chicken burger. But if someone else is like lasagna, I'm like, lasagna is good too. But also it's like, I don't want to be, if someone's getting something, then I'm like, if I get it, then I guess we're in something together. And there's a team aspect to that.
You're all about the community.
Perhaps I'm trying to get the same food as you to strengthen our friendship, or just to be like, hey, we are not so different, you and I.
I feel it oppressive when you order the same thing as me.
I know, and I can see it in you. It's annoyed you.
It's like...
Yeah, because I've stripped you of your individuality.
I want to... like, when you do that, I want to change what I've ordered. But then I think you would chase me.
I think I would run after you.
Yeah, like down the street.
Down the street. I think I would. I do understand that, and I do see it in your eyes sometimes. You're kind of... because you thought, I'm going to be the only one with a chicken burger. And that'll be nice.
I just feel lent upon.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like I'm your culinary crutch.
Yes. Yeah. And sometimes, even when you're not there, I'll think, what would he have?
See, now that's just going to ruin my day.
And that's going to ruin your day every day. What would that silly little man eat right now? And then I'll think of that.
I'm going to have to start eating mad stuff.
You're going to have to start thinking outside the box to kind of keep me on my toes. That's certainly right.
I mean, it's not hard. I order the same thing everywhere I go, every single time.
You do?
Pretty much, yeah.
Beep, bop, boop, boop, fuel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big time.
Brain oil.
Big time.
Just oil that gets squeezed into your ear. Did you? But so I goes in and there's a little woman having this hot pot and she seems to be enjoying it.
And did it go wrong? Was Mike's taste passiveness finally put to the test?
Yeah. So then they're going, and it was a little Asian woman, granted, but a little woman nonetheless. And so then in my fucking big stupid...
Well, if she can have that, then right. I can deal with that.
Big stupid fucking thick-headed, well, if that little lady can have it. So I says to your man, I was just like, I'll have that. And then he was just like, to me, he's just like, this is...
He warned you?
Yeah, no, he goes, this is spicy. I was like, she's having it. Get me don't fucking say that to me again. So anyway, he goes and gets it. And anyway, I'm eating this. Lad.
Sweating.
I've never been more humiliated in like a culinary setting. Not only was I sweating, my eyes just went all bloodshot. I was snot started rolling down my face. I started coughing and I got the hiccups.
Oh, that's the worst type of spiciness.
And I was coughing, and it was just like, and then I was going into fits. Ed Knight was with me. He's laughing his head off. He thinks it's the funniest thing of all time. I can't even talk. I'm like, and here's the thing. I still keep trying to eat it. And I'm just like because if I paid for a fucking plate of broken glass, it's just like, I gotta eat the broken glass, put some hot sauce on it, it'll be nice. So I'm just there doing that, coughing, spluttering, tears down my eyes. And like you can see the staff behind kind of getting worried. We must do something. And the little woman kind of looking over there. You know what I mean? Like just a little kind of like.
As if it was a nefarious plot against you.
Kind of. And he came over and he was just like, we get water. You want water? I was like, yeah, we know water. And then he come over. He's like, and I was just there. And he was like, we get you a different thing. This too much. I was like, oh, you'd love that, wouldn't you? You'd love that. No way. I just kept it. I kept, and it would just sheer you. And
ruined your day, I'm sure.
Honestly, like it was just so. It was just again. It's like that thing of like.
I don't know why people, because some people have that response and then like want that.
Yeah.
They'll order a thing too spicy for them because they want that feeling.
Yes.
I don't get that.
Right.
I don't get that at all. That's too much.
No, but that feeling. There's a feeling of people like where it's just they get the little bit of the kick, the burn. What I had was just a complete, like I could feel
meltdown. You were on hot ones.
Oh yeah, and I could feel my stomach starting to just be like, ugh. So I'm feeling like this could come out either end. It's coming out my nose, coughing, hiccuping, snotting, and I could barely talk, crying. And it's again that just dichotomy in your head of like who you think you are and who you are.
You died. Huh? Your idea of yourself had to die.
But it's pride cometh before the fall. Every time, in every aspect of my life, I start to think I'm cool, or I'm good
on
at
top
something.
Of things.
Like I'm on stage, I'm cool. I'm biting my tongue.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'll get what she's having. I'm fucking crying, coughing up. Just like anytime I think, oh, I'm good at shagging, next time I'm gonna come after 30 seconds. Do you know what I mean? It's just constant humblings in my life. What the hell?
It's tough.
It is tough.
That's probably good for you.
And you're out here getting tries and drop goal. When's your humbling coming?
I had a bit of a humbling a couple of years ago. I think I'm quite humble.
Oh, would you come on?
I'm quite humble.
Look down that fucking. Tell them that.
I'm quite a humble young man.
You're fucking posting videos and nutmegging people and you're drop goal.
It was funny at the end of the game. A couple of the guys from the other team, when I was walking into the change room, were like, "You're going to talk about the drop goal on the podcast, aren't you?" And I was like, "Yeah."
We'll probably do a good half an hour on the drop. We'll probably talk about from every angle, like Jamie Carragher.
Shout out to the boys from Pinner Rugby Football Club. Terrible name for a rugby team, but
are they lads you played?
Yeah.
What's their names?
Pinner.
That's the whole name of the team. Pinner. And you're the Rhinos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you've lost. You've nominally lost.
Yeah.
Nominal determinism is
nominative.
Nominative determinism. Just there's Pinners can't beat the Rhinos. Pinners.
Yeah, Pinner.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know what it is.
A
crazy
truly
name
uninspiring name.
Yeah.
Call yourselves the I don't know, even the Pinheads would be better than.
Crazy for us. It was 7 each at half time, and then we got a yellow card and a red card in the second half. So at one point we were down to 13 players and we won 43-7 at the end.
Do you think that somewhere in the psychology of the guy who got sent off, the fact that you went on to like score way more without him, do you think that's kind of, that will wreak havoc on his
No, not at all,
self-esteem?
actually.
No?
Not at all. He just loved it.
There was a lot of grunting.
You like I thought you might like how aggressively we sort of celebrate moments. That is a big like focus for our team of like anytime anything good happens, we are very vocal about how good it was.
But there's a lot of and don't get me wrong, this is getting me fired up. I'm like, that would be the part I'd really like about rugby, is the groaning and I'm a big kind of shouty groan, kind of almost oppressively so, one might argue. But I did love that. And then the other team, they had a little scrum half who was lippy.
Yeah, and then he got injured. Ooh.
Yeah.
You like that?
Tough
like
break. Well, that was karma. That was his humbling. Because he was being real like, whoa. And
what do you think, like, but if I'm overdue humbling, I'm worried, like, next rugby match, I'm just going to end up in a fucking wheelchair or something crazy.
We were saying, like, watching, I remember Chief was like to me, he's like, would he not be afraid, like, of getting, like, you know what I mean, some kind of a spinal injury or something.
Yeah.
But then you would be such a fun, like, Hawkins-esque comedian.
Big time.
Do you know what I mean?
Big time. I think the podcast would suffer, but I think my stand-up would be good.
I think you would be so good as, like, where are you from? You know what I mean?
I'd be on Kill Tony the next week.
Oh, lad. You would be, because you'd be so good at making fun of yourself and, like,
Yeah.
you would be great. You were fucking, that off the cuff show you got to go to. That is
5th of November is the next one. Actually, that's something to plug. Your tour is about to start, actually, as well. We should plug that before we finish the podcast.
And I didn't plug it last week. Oh, God. Yes, my tour. Well, how much time have we done?
We've done over an hour.
Huh?
An hour and 5.
An hour and 5. And with nothing. We've said nothing. Just nothing.
It's back again.
It's unbelievable. Like, everything on my list, McGregor, Ricky Hatton, like, just nothing.
Yeah, absolutely.
They'll
nothing.
be on the fucking Patreon.
I did my first crime over the weekend. We can talk about that on the Patreon.
Sick. So we're going to talk about that on the Patreon. McGregor has just pulled out of the Irish presidency. Ricky Hatton has died. I have more stuff to say about the Charlie Kirk situation. So get on that for the Patreon. Lads, I'm going on tour, and the tour is nearly starting. Places that I need help on the tour. A lot of places are close to selling out. So grab your tickets. They're on mikericeComedy.com. They're also in my bio and my Instagram. But places that we need people to buy tickets. Let me tell you, Glasgow. This is the biggest show I'm doing of this tour. 1,400 people. All right? There's still loads of tickets to sell. You're the greatest city on earth. I love you. Would love to see you there. Secondly, fucking Dundee. We got a tier that was way too big. That's the truth. And that's the lowest amount of tickets we've sold. We need your help. Tell your friends in Dundee. Come to Dundee. Other places that I would love to see there. Cardiff, Birmingham, fucking Bristol, Brighton, Newcastle we're adding a second show. Leeds we're adding a second show. Bristol we've added a second show. Manchester will be adding a second show. Noise. Get the tickets, come on. Also, there's loads of fucking dates available in Ireland, Dublin, Cork, Belfast, all those places. They're selling fucking Dublin, Vicar Street's nearly sold out. Get tickets for that. Come on. I love you. Vito's also on tour.
I'm on tour. We're doing an off-the-cuff show on the 5th of November. I'm on tour starting in January, all around the UK and Ireland. Lots of dates. Looking very healthy. Big room in London, the Hammersmith Apollo. Get your tickets. That is starting to... The stalls are nearly sold out, so we're moving into the balconies and all that stuff. And I've tried to price that so, like, normally tickets at the Apollo are, like, very expensive, but there are, like, cheaper options available for people if you want to do those. Big room in Glasgow, big room in Newcastle, all around the place, Dublin, Vicar Street, lots of cool places, so get involved. We're going to try and add some more soon. Bristol, also a particularly big venue that I would love to.
How big are you going to go in Bristol?
I think it's over 1,000.
Fucking nice.
In Bristol, which I like. Bristol's so fun to perform in.
Yeah, they're great.
It's so cool. But yeah, so get involved with all that stuff. But the 5th of November, the next Off the Cuff show at the 100 Club in London, and sign up to the Patreon, patreon.com/parenting for an extra episode every week and other cool stuff. Because if you notice, we don't get very many sponsors, so we need your help for £3.
£3 over there.
That's less than £1 a week. Fuck off.
You think I said rape a lot here? Wait till you get to the Patreon. Was that going to help? Maybe cut that last bit out.
Bye.